Hello everyone, this is Toby the Galactic Intuitive, and today we have our Lionsgate portal message number 15. Can you believe it's been 15 already? How's everybody feeling today? I did not sleep well last night. I ate something I probably shouldn't have, and which accounts for not only the poofy face, but probably what kept me awake last night. But outside of that, there's also a lot of energy out there. All the things we've been talking about, you know, this portal energy. We had the full moon in Aquarius on yesterday. I said Saturday as if it was a week ago. Tomorrow, August 11th, Mercury goes direct in Leo. We have about a 10-day shadow period after it goes direct, where we might still feel the effects of the retrograde, and sometimes the most intense energies of these retrogrades happen on the day it goes retrograde and then the day it goes direct. So you may note, I've noticed it more over the last few days than I had prior, earlier on in the retrograde period. As I said yesterday, I could not talk. I could not talk. I might have that same difficulty today. I'm really tired. But the thought that came to mind was that we are alchemizing a lot of things. As we talked about yesterday, you know, the smelting, and I keep wanting to say merging, it's not merging, the smelting and the shedding and the integration of all of these energies and the activations and all the things that are going on within us. And so to do something a little bit different today, I have the book, The Alchemist, from Paulo Coelho. And if you have not read this book, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. But what I'm going to do, I haven't done this before. Well, I've done it a couple times for myself. No, I haven't done it for you guys. But I'm going to open to a random page. Well, it's not really random, because I'm going to ask Spirit to bring us to the page that is going to be helpful for us in alchemizing these frequencies and activations that we have open to during this period. And I'm talking really softly. Again, I'm really feeling that sense of stillness. I think that part of what I'm sensing is, I know that literally Mercury isn't like slowing down, but it feels like it's starting to, it feels like it's about to go direct. So in that period of being about to change directions, it's almost like slowing the car before you make the turn, you know? It kind of, I feel a bit of a breaking type energy, and not in a negative way, not breaking apart, but breaking as in slowing. There's this, it feels like this slow and kind of steady type pace to the energy today. It feels kind of quiet again. So yeah, this feels like the right thing to do. So we're going to give it a go. Everybody, I don't usually do this either, but I'm being called to say, everybody take some deep breaths together and get settled into your seat wherever you are. And we'll just all collectively tune in and ask Spirit to please bring us the messages from this beautiful book to assist us today. Okay, so we are on page 34 and 35, and let's see. All right, give me a second. I'm going to read over this real quick. Oh, okay. All right. You guys ready? Oh, this is so beautiful. All right. it starts with the wise man speaking, okay? Meanwhile, I want to ask you to do something, said the wise man, holding the boy. I'm sorry, let me start over. Meanwhile, I want to ask you to do something, said the wise man, handing the boy a teaspoon that held 2 drops of oil. Now remember, there was the oil of vitriol in our the reading the other day. Okay. Handing the boy a teaspoon that held 2 drops of oil. As you wander around, carry this spoon with you without allowing the oil to spill. The boy began climbing and descending the many stairways of the palace, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon. After 2 hours, he returned to the room where the wise man was. Well, asked the wise man, did you see the Persian tapestries that are hanging in my dining hall? Did you see the garden that it took the master gardener 10 years to create? Did you notice the beautiful parchments in my library? The boy was embarrassed and confessed that he had observed nothing. His only concern had been not to spill the oil that the wise man had entrusted to him. Then go back and observe the marvels of my world, said the wise man. You cannot trust a man if you don't know his house. Relieved, the boy picked up the spoon and returned to his exploration of the palace, this time observing all of the works of art on the ceilings and the walls. He saw the gardens, the mountains all around him, the beauty of the flowers, and the taste with which everything had been selected. Upon returning to the wise man, he related in detail everything he had seen. But where are the drops of oil I entrusted to you? Asked the wise man. Looking down at the spoon he held, the boy saw the oil was gone. Well, there is only one piece of advice I can give you, said the wisest of wise men. The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon. I think we'll stop there. At least with the reading part. We talked about taking what we've learned out into the community. So I think this is a beautiful story for us to carry with us that shows the importance of being able to look up, out, and around us while on this spiritual journey, but never forgetting what we're carrying with us as well. So to honor and care for both what is around us and making sure that we're caring for that which we hold sacred too, as symbolized with those 2 drops of oil. Now in this particular story, they're talking about, this was a story that was relayed to the shepherd by the king. And so it says, the shepherd said nothing. He had understood the story the old king had told him. A shepherd may like to travel, but he should never forget about his sheep. The old man looked at the boy and with his hands held together made several strange gestures over the boy's head. Then taking his sheep, he walked away. So there's also in that a link to what was said the other day about leading by example. And so as you are on the path, not to forget your sheep as well. Not that people are sheep, but not to forget those who may be looking to you for leadership. I think that's what we're talking about here. Because we've talked a lot about stepping into this role of being a leader in your community, in your environment, in your family, in your friend group, in your workplace, wherever that, in your home, wherever that role feels right for you. And so as you're going upon your journey and exploring different rooms and different corridors and different gardens, to not forget about those who are looking to you for leadership, and to hold them as sacred as well as your journey. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for guiding me to the Alchemist. Let's see. You guys want a card? Let's do a card, shall we? What card shall we do? Let's see. Oh, I knocked the camera, sorry. Okay. I haven't creak. Here's my creaky chair. This, I don't think I've ever used this deck for you guys. If I have, it's been a very long time. This is the, I'm looking over here at the box if you're wondering what I'm doing. It's the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle. That was loud. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to like crash the cards down. These cards are bigger and thicker. Not that it matters, but they are louder. Okay. Let's see what we have here, friends. It's raining here again. We had one day of sunshine. I don't know why I said that. Cleansing. Yeah, cleansing. But that kind of helps. There's the nose. Oh, there's the itchy nose. You know, on those rainy, gray, kind of coolish days, how, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but it makes me just want to like get underneath the blanket and take a nap. Or just snuggle with a book, or, you know, a cup of coffee. It sounds really good right now. And just relax and be cozy and warm and rest. And so I think that's why the mention of the rain came up. Oh my gosh, and look at this, y'all. The heart chakra. The heart chakra. Look at that beautiful green. It says, the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. It's card number 4. Look, I'm wearing green today. I don't really feel like I need to say anything about this. Let's see if there is something though. I'm getting that sense of stillness, of really tuning into your heart chakra, and I'm trying to say that correctly. I recently learned that I had been saying it incorrectly, so if I say it differently, that's because I'm trying to say it correctly. Anyway, tuning into your heart chakra and listening to what it tells you, listening to what you need, regardless of what I say, what anybody else says. What does your heart tell you it needs? That's what's most important. And that's really one of the overriding lessons of all the things that we talk about here, and a lot of other people talk about, is tuning into yourself. And the messages here are to help assist you in learning your own internal voice and listening to it, translating all the ways it speaks to you, all the ways your higher self speaks to you, all the ways your guides speak to you, the Galactics speak to you. I mean, that's the point of the Galactic Attunement Suite, is to help you learn that in an accelerated pace and to offer activations to assist you with it. So all of these things are to help you become the sovereign divine vessel that you were created to be able to listen to the divinity within you, And so that's the stillness. The stillness is the quiet, is so you can tune in and hear what your heart is telling you, what your heart wants, and what your heart needs to alchemize all of the activations and integrations and downloads and all the things that we've been doing. So listening to your heart. Okay, I am going to leave it there. That is a beautiful message to end on. I love you guys. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you for being here. It is truly my honor to connect with you here. And I am so grateful for those who, for all of you who take the time to listen and be here and interact in whatever way that is. Thank you. Sending you guys so much love. And I'm wishing you a beautiful, restful, still evening. And yeah, shift into Mercury going direct, and then the astrological unfoldings and the energetic unfoldings of this coming week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you tomorrow.